What's up, everyone? Welcome to Ash Talks Movies, and welcome to my review of The Smashing Machine, which is written and directed by Benny Safdie, one half of the Safdie brothers. It stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as MMA fighter Mark Kerr, who deals with personal struggles, including addiction, during a pivotal moment in his career. Before I jump into the review, do me a favor, make sure you subscribe that we can keep up with everything I'm posting on the channel, including all of the movie reviews, entertainment news, and more.
How did that happen?
Well, have you ever heard of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC?
That's the bloody thing they're trying to ban.
This guy is the best he has ever seen.
Do you hate each other when you fight?
Absolutely not.
Many of you are probably really curious about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's performance in The Smashing Machine, so that's what I'm going to talk about first in this review. Now, Johnson has been at this acting thing for quite a while now, and he's been very successful, but for many people, including myself, he's never really been considered a strong actor, and many of his roles that he's taken on, especially a lot of the recent ones, have all seemed to be kind of the same. But with The Smashing Machine, he shows for the first time in a long time that he has some acting chops, that he can take on a layered role like this. And guess what? He's great. Now, what's really great about his whole performance in this movie is that he almost completely disappears in this role. I mean, he is The Rock, and he is very easy to recognize. And so there are times in the movie that you can see The Rock, but the transformation here is remarkable. Part of that is because of the amazing work from the makeup team, but a big part of that is because of Johnson's performance. It's a departure from the larger-than-life persona of The Rock that is always present in so many of Johnson's performances. But here he's able to portray Kerr as a gentle giant who is sometimes soft-spoken and calm, but who can also turn into this focused, aggressive fighter when he's in the ring. And he also has to show this vulnerability with this character, and he's definitely up for the challenge, especially in the scenes you see Kerr at his worst with his addiction, or even with his volatile relationship with his girlfriend, Dawn, played here by Emily Blunt. Blunt, by the way, is also great, and she has really strong chemistry with Johnson, and they're able to play well off of each other. And Blunt, who is always amazing, has to play a character that has her own fair share of issues. Blunt is consistently great, but the character was missing some of the depth that I thought was needed to bring the weight to those big emotional scenes between Dawn and Mark. And that's just one of the weaker parts of the movie. It just doesn't give us enough about these two to really sell the highs and lows that they go through. And their character arcs don't really feel complete for the story that we're given. Now, the movie does do a fantastic job of capturing the look and feel of the late 90s and early 2000s, which is where the story is set. I really liked the visual style. It has this retro aesthetic that, again, transports you to this time. And the movie is kind of shot in this documentary style. And I thought those choices really helped set the tone for this movie. This is a sports drama, but there's a heavy emphasis on the drama. I mean, you do get those sports moments. You'll see Kerr and other fighters working out, or you'll see them in the ring fighting. But you also get more of the dramatic moments. So this movie is more interested in showing the struggles that Kerr faced during this 3-year span in his life that included, career victories and setbacks, and also personal victories and personal setbacks. So the movie is also not a typical biopic either. It doesn't show you how Kerr became a fighter or give you glimpses into his early life. And, breaking away from the traditional biopic format can be an effective way to tell a story. And we've seen this with some recent biopics that tend to focus on very specific time frames or moments in a person's life. But with The Smashing Machine, unfortunately, this approach just made the movie feel like it was missing something. Now, I don't know a lot about MMA or UFC, so going into this movie, I didn't have that background, which might be why I thought the movie was not giving me enough of the story and the characters, or why, sometimes it felt disjointed as it was jumping around to different moments in Kerr's life. But if you do have that background, if you know a little bit about Kerr and his career and MMA and UFC, then you'll probably be able to fill in the blanks a lot easier. But still, The Smashing Machine was enjoyable, and a lot of that had to do with the really strong performances from Johnson and Blunt. And Johnson is getting a lot of praise for his performance in this movie, and rightfully so. And I hope it leads to him taking on more interesting projects like this, because he's really good at the big action roles. But when you watch his performance in this movie, it shows that he's capable of doing a lot more. So those are my thoughts on The Smashing Machine, which is out in theaters this week. Do you plan on seeing it? Let me know in the comments. While you're here, like and subscribe, and of course, stick around for more videos like this.